Everybody, it's Coach Kevin with today's upper body workout. It's a 16 to 20 minute workout depending on your ability level. We're going to do a Tabata style workout, which is great for all fitness levels because depending on the amount of weight you have, you could really get it, push yourself and get a really muscle building workout. If you have lighter weights, it's great because the style of workout we're going to do, if you start with the easier exercise, move to the more advanced exercise, the harder exercise, even light dumbbells will let the muscle fatigue. And you'll see as we go along, by changing the angles and incorporating more muscles, we're going to get a great upper body workout, a lot of functional movements, a lot of mobility things, and when you're done, you're going to be psyched and share this one with your friends. All right, we're going to get going. The first two exercises are going to be shoulder press, overhead press, and chest press. I'm going to set my timer, and we're going to get right into it. All right. So I'm going to always want to start a little heavier. I'm warmed up. Hopefully you're warmed up. So you could sit or stand. I'm going to do this whole one, see. So first I'm going straight up. Overhead presses, elbows out forward, like I'm putting something on a high shelf. Rest. And now we got a 10-second rest. If you don't need the 10 seconds, you can go right into the next one. Second exercise is chest press. So again, I'm keeping that same plane, pushing straight up, elbows in, neutral grip. If you prefer, feet can be on the floor. If the weight's heavier, that's what I would recommend. Again, your arms should already be getting tired. Start with the challenging weight. You can also drop down. All right, so the next, we're going back to the shoulder press. Okay, this time, we're going to do a little bit more of an Arnold press, where the elbows start in and go out as you're going up in a little corkscrew motion. Again, I'm incorporating more muscles in the shoulders, a little bit of lat, and I'm working on that range of motion. Again, just making a little more advanced. We're trying to get as many muscles as you can. Again, efficient, effective workouts. All right, back to that press. All right, this time, I'm gonna go a little bit wider. I'm gonna let those hands go out a little bit wide. Get a little more focus on that chest, a little less arms. If your weights are light, remember, do more of a fly motion. Okay, because you're trying to really fire up that chest, anterior front shoulder muscles.
Rest.
All right, rest. So going back to that shoulder. Okay, the first time I was really neutral, staying in close. This time I'm just going to hit that angle a little bit more. A little bit more of a 45 degree. Okay, you don't want to go too far back. Not good for the shoulders. When it gets difficult, you can either drop down in weights. I'm just choosing to do one arm at a time. Really challenge myself. Take breaks if you need to. Woo, baby. All right, going to a crush grip. Gonna keep the weights together this time. It's gonna definitely be a little more triceps, but again, I can crank out 2x, go a little quicker. Pause when you need it, rest the top and bottom. Okay, move fast. Push it, take breaks when you need.
Rest.
Do a quick drop in weights, because I know I'm not going to be able to get too many reps overhead with those. All right. Now, I'm going to kind of change up those angles. Maybe a few straight. Okay, the more angles, you incorporate more muscles, which is awesome. Sometimes it also lets you get a few extra reps. Whew. Whew.
Rest.
All right. Last, chest. And the shoulders go first, so I start with that exercise. One more chest. Then we're going to take a quick
work.
All right. Pause. Squeeze at the top. Connect that mind to those muscles. Inhale, exhale as you press up.
Rest.
All right. Now I'm going to do a quick pause just for about 10 seconds. If you want to grab a quick drink, grab them. All right, the next two are going to be pull exercises. Instead, we're going from the chest and shoulders to the back. We're going to start with a straight arm pullover. Again, the reason I do that is it works the lats. We don't have access to pull-up bars if you're at your house. So we're going to do that. We're going to flip over quick and go into the bent over row. All right. We're going to start in 4 seconds, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Again, pull over. Straight arm pullovers. So arms stay straight. Little bend in the elbow just to protect that elbow joint. Again, you can change the angle a little bit on these.
Rest.
All right. So those bent over rows. Remember, you see my back. That stays flat. I'm squeezing those shoulder blades. Weight's going right at my hips. Just focusing on squeezing that back. Just bent over. Gravity's helping do the job.
Rest.
Pullovers. Again, remember, what do you do if you feel little tweaks in the shoulder, elbows? Change the angle a little. I got my palms facing up. If it's a little uncomfortable for some reason, maybe you put the palms together for that straight arm pullover. Okay, you're hitting different muscles, a few different muscles. The main one is still the lats.
Rest. Work.
Back to that back. Face the camera. Elbows, weights close. Driving right up those hips. A little more powerful. I like that up motion, that concentric, a little powerful. A little more functional.
Rest.
Okay, I'm just gonna go a little wider this time first so you get a little different angle.
Work.
And more like an X pullover. If you feel that lower back, and you're on the floor especially, people like to put those legs up and limit the range of motion so that lower back stays into the ground, into the mat. All right. All right, we're going back to those rows.
Work.
Now, if you start to feel that lower back, I'm going to show you that little modification. Again, you can always do a one-arm bench row. Stabilize using the bench. And if you need to, you can do 20 seconds on one arm. The next Tabata, next 20 seconds, switch arms.
Rest.
Right, going back to the last pullover. One more pullover, one more row. Sometimes I count too much, talk too much. I'll do 5 sets. You could always stop.
Rest.
Last row.
Work.
And
Rest.
break. All right, so that was the end of second Tabata. We got done with 4 exercises. You should feel that upper body now. Pretty pumped up, a little harder to raise those arms. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to just a bicep and a tricep. So we're just gonna do 20 seconds of a bicep curl and 20 seconds of a tricep extension. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. If there's ones you like, you could stick with those. I love changing the angles, which we'll go through again. We're trying to get the workout be as efficient, functional, so the body works a little bit better than just keeping things in one range of motion. If you're bodybuilder type, you'll need to do more than one circuit of curls for one, but you'll do much more in one range of motion, one plane of motion. All right, we'll start with the biceps. All right.
Work.
So just normal, palms up, curls. Only difference, we'll go a little in and out. This is probably my go-to. When I go out, I like to really get that out to the side, get a little stretch in that shoulder.
Rest.
All right, first kickback. I'm just gonna do bent over kickbacks. Just that tricep extension. Again, you wanna try to pause at the top.
Work.
If the weights are hard, you won't be able to do that. You can just keep it swing, but focus on that muscle. When you get to the top, you wanna be able to pause or flex that muscle. If your arms are not getting straight, you have to drop down the weights. All right.
Rest.
Curls this time. I'm gonna go to a little more of a hammer curl where you're keeping palms neutral, call like you're hammering something. This gets a little more bicep brachii and forearm muscles. It's also good modification. You start to have tennis elbow.
Rest.
All right, triceps. Now, one of my go-to tricep is that line extension. Where the elbows are staying in space, facing straight up. Weights are coming right to the top of your head. That's why they call it a skull crusher. You don't want to go back on these because you want to eliminate using your lats. Trying to isolate those triceps.
Rest.
All right, back up to those curls. Okay, same thing as before. The biceps get tired.
Work.
It's not easy to switch to a lighter dumbbell. And again, if they're too light, do the first set, maybe not that full range of motion. So you're keeping that pump. Fatigue a lot quicker than going all the way up and down. All right, third round, into the third round. Now, if you're doing these skull crushers, we're going to talk a little on this one.
Work.
Normal is with neutral grip. You want to make it more challenging? Put that palms facing you, knuckles facing the ceiling, that reverse grip.
Rest.
Difficult. Okay, we got one round left. Let's protect that back, getting up and down.
Work.
One more. Eliminating the rest is what makes these workouts so awesome. So keeping it to 10 seconds or under. You don't have to spend all that time in the gym. Even with a little lighter weights, muscles are fried. All right, awesome. Last step.
Work. Rest.
All right, quick pause, a little longer break. Again, grab a drink of water if you don't need one. All right, so now we got the chest, the back, the arms. If you've watched some of my videos before, you notice I generally go to shoulders last. They seem to be involved in all the stuff we've done so far, and by the end of the workout, they're kind of fried. You start with them, it eliminates a lot of the movements, makes it more challenging. The shoulders get tired before everything else. So last one, we're gonna go to a little bit more shoulders. All right, so we're gonna do front and side raises along with push-ups. The reason I like push-ups at the end is because It uses a ton of upper body muscles and it just totally wipes you out. That's what you want. You want to leave it all at the gym. Again, really give everything you can for the 16 minutes, 17, 18 minutes with the break. You're not going to get much more if you spend another hour at the gym. It just doesn't work that way. All right, let's get this going.
Work.
Okay, least effective dosage. You go to a doctor, give you 1 pill. You need to take 10 pills to get to the same effect. More is usually not better.
Rest.
All right. Okay, the bench is easier than the floor. You can see me better. Again, start with that full range of motion. If you need to go lower, that's fine. You could even, cheat a little bit, use those legs to help you move up and down.
Rest.
And if you need to take longer breaks, if you can only do 10 seconds of work, that's awesome. That's awesome. That means you hit it. Again, least effective dosage. You're there. Again, sometimes people have a lot of elbow issues. Bend those elbows a little bit so it's not as much pressure on it. You're shortening the elbows.
Rest.
Bring the weight a little closer to your shoulder so it's less lever. Let's the lever arm a little bit easier. All right.
Work. Rest.
Good work. All right,
Work.
20 seconds. So we're halfway through. 2 more minutes of work. You are done.
Rest. Work. Rest. Work.
Okay, last one. Try to focus on those muscles. Whew.
Rest.
Those are done. Those are cooked. All right, last push up, see what we can get. Max out, as many reps as we can. 20 seconds.
Work.
Let's try to get more than last week. All right, break. So that's it. Okay, we did 16 minutes of work, a little bit of a rest. Should feel awesome. Breakfast should be done cooking. And you can take a shower and get to work. All right, again, it's an awesome upper body workout. You're not gonna spend an hour in the gym. You're not gonna get much more done than that. And try it out, pass it along to your friends. Once you know the motions, you can increase the time, make it a little more challenging. All right, great work. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Again, it's on YouTube, so I know there's some buttons down there. It's supposed to click if you like it. Let me get more visitors. Help me out. Have a great workout. Enjoy. I'll see you next time.